Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
Well, folks who were sort of sweating it out last Friday as temperatures were soaring into the mid-90s, enjoying a nice cool blast of some fall-like weather for today. We've been in the upper 60s and struggling to get to 71 degrees, which was our official high today in Eugene. And so far, it's going to be a very cool and downright chilly night for some as we go into the overnight hours. The Storm Tracker 9 live radar sweep is showing all of the, we'll call it light drizzle, even heavy drizzle at times this morning, has now been well east of the region, and that front's trucking too. It's anywhere from around Missoula, Montana, all the way south of Burns. There's even not much of it out there at that point. On the infrared satellite imagery here, we can't really pick up any of that front left over. But what we are noticing, though, is that the clouds are starting to get eaten away here that have been in the valley most of the late afternoon. We're also seeing high pressure aloft start to change the winds. Instead of getting them out of the west that we saw for a good portion of yesterday and today, they're starting to take a more northerly turn. That is going to have a warming up effect as we head in towards midweek. Talk more about that in a second. First, check it out. 60s out along the coast, low 70s here inland. 72 in the Dalles, 70 up in Portland, 71 in Eugene, 82 in Medford. They were the hot spots so far today, and Astoria at 64 actually picked up about 0.15 of an inch of rain. So all of the shading that you see here in central and eastern Oregon, this is all for red flag warnings. Again, very extreme fire danger. Underneath that, we've got freeze warnings out for tonight. Includes all of Bend and Redmond and Sisters and Madras, as they'll see their temperatures drop down to probably around freezing or a few degrees below. Won't get that cold over on the valley here. We'll sit right around 39, 40 tonight, but it is going to be light winds, so expect the fog to start early tomorrow and a nice chilly overnight. We'll see a very sunny, pleasant Tuesday. Temperatures a little warmer, and then as we go to Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to warm up even more, back to an almost summer-like forecast. I'll let you know if it changes as we go into the weekend, but the one thing that will not change is the light precipitation we saw this morning. That's about it for the rest of the week. High pressure is going to pretty much keep us high and dry. 57 at Blue River right now. We're at 69 in Eugene and Corvallis, 70 in Roseburg. Now starting to flip into the upper 50s as they get out to the coast. And again, that cool pocket of air with the dip in the jet stream over top of us right now. As we go towards Wednesday and especially Thursday, that jet stream pushes way up in towards western British Columbia again. High pressure aloft moves right on top of us, and that initiates that offshore wind. Now, what it also does is with the winds coming out of the north and northeast, that's going to move some of the smoke from the Central Oregon fires down into the valley here, probably Wednesday and Thursday. You see, that's when we're going to be our warmest, so that could have an impact on our air quality as well. And we're going to have a bit of a roller coaster ride over the next 4 to 5 days in our forecast. Now, the coast will likely enjoy a couple of nice sunny days. It is going to be breezy again tomorrow. Winds will settle down some Wednesday and Thursday, and then they switch again, start to move in off the ocean. That'll keep things to the low 60s, but keep the clouds back, especially out along the beaches. Mostly sunny skies in the Umpqua Basin. Temperatures there in the mid to upper 70s, then mid 80s on Wednesday, and a quick jump to the low 90s by Thursday. Plenty of sunshine, but we kind of cool things off and bring the morning clouds back by the weekend. In the Cascades, mostly sunny skies. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s in spots, low 70s out in the foothills. Low 70s as well, kind of smoky, hazy forecast for Bend and Redmond tomorrow. And then we should clear the air out some as we warm up by Thursday and Friday. And finally here in the valley, sunny and breezy tomorrow. The winds out of the north. So again, air quality I don't think will be much of a problem tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday, they take more of a northeasterly component. They will. And that's when the warm air is going to be there as well. So kind of a double whammy for us as we go towards midweek. The good news is by the weekend, though, things cool off nicely again, similar to what we saw this weekend. In the low 80s.
Wind's going to switch up and
should help to kind of scour that out too, yeah.
All right, thanks, Justin.
You got it.